Right, it's been a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Flowers were on the grapes. They've now turned into proper grapes, and it's hanging heavy. We're in the polytunnel. We're looking at the Fragola variety, the main old tree, and it's well loaded again, and they've started to develop good bunches. It's been a good pollination. I've done a lot of end pinching, where the pinching of the shoots a couple of leaves past the bunches, and that basically makes the tree, puts energy into the grapes, not into growing huge leggy vines. But the main one, as you can see, well loaded and heading for a good crop. Temperature today in the tunnel, that is 32, nearly 33. It's about 13-14 outside. The other two types are last year we got half a dozen bunches between them. This year every shoot's got a couple of bunches. Bit sparse. A bit thin, some of them are a bit thin, but overall it's still going to be a good turnout. 10, 20, 30 times more than last season. Keep an eye on this one, make sure it does go. Got a wee cornfield growing here, a couple, one on the other side as well. Planted them 3, 4, 5 inches maximum apart. A dozen or so at this side. Quite happy with them. Never done them before, never tried them before. We'll see if they get on. If I get one cob out of them, it'll be one more than expected. Got the other dozen on that side. And my green grape, which always struggles to ripen before they go mouldy, got a good turnout again. These have got good large bunches, very nice grapes, the ones that you manage to get. So again, keeping a close eye on them. I'll make sure that they get as much air as possible. Try to get these to ripen, that would be a bonus. Now this little one I've got in this pot, which I thought originally was a strawberry, but clearly from the leaves, they are velvety underneath, but the leaves are definitely not a red strawberry, black strawberry, so it's not a Fragola. Well, it might be a Fragola, but it's not the red one. These leaves are a bit weird. Fortunately, there are some grapes on it. Not a lot, but I'm allowing it to fruit. Mostly because I want to see what it is, then I'll be able to label it properly. Same goes for a lot of these plants. Once they give me a fruit, I'll be able to stop guessing. But this one's growing, hopefully, 3 cordons I'll be looking for. Bottom, middle, and the top one, which is growing quite good. The top one's actually spread, which is the main one. I don't know how long. I'll probably let this grow as long as it wants. Now, some of those summer cuttings that I took last July, which are now coming up for 10 months old, they're doing obviously better than any of the cuttings I took during winter. I'm not expecting figs on them, but who knows? So far, nothing, but they're doing okay. Same with these two. Summer cuttings are now, tomorrow will be the 1st of June. Depends when I put this video up. I'm filming this on the 31st of May. Now here's one of the main trees, the main fig trees, the largest ones that I've got in pots, which were last year out in up against the microclimate back wall. This is its first season in the polytunnel. I've never picked anything on these, they've never even tried to fruit. But this year, it's showing little figlets. A couple on that branch. And here. So yeah. Only a couple of leaves into these branches and they have got, seems like each node is a figlet, so that's a good sign. I'll need to keep a close eye on these as well. The only thing that could prevent these is me overwatering or underwatering. Like I say, we're about to come into the tomorrow 1st of June, so officially we've got 3 whole months at least, June, July, August. Now this is the brown turkey or the white Italian variety, I don't know. Just like the grapes, at least this season I might be able to find out. And I'll be able to label it properly. But 3 months, is that enough for a brown turkey? June, July, August. Remember, we're in Scotland, but we're in a polytunnel, so we are 30 degrees. Autumn, when autumn comes around, at least here, we won't get the frosts quite as early, a little bit of protection. Now my Italian variety, I definitely know it's an Italian variety, but I don't know if it's a green or a black. Again, took a cutting, cutting's grown quite good. It's now a couple of years old, 3 years old. And the good thing here is it too has got little figlets. With a bit of luck, I'll be able to identify this properly and find out if it's a green or a red fig. So this season will be a first. Little figlet. Now at some point, I don't know when, depends how greedy you want to be, to encourage these, what I'll probably have to do is to pinch the end. But here we've only got like 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves, probably until about 5, 6. If I had 5, 6 per branch, I would just nip the point, so as to not waste growth, and try and get these things to ripen. I don't know if they will, because this definitely isn't a brown turkey, but I'm not sure what it is. But here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. If I get a fig on each one, that would be good. very clean, very healthy. And the interesting thing is the cuttings from 2 years ago off of that Italian variety is just a single stem. You can see the original growth down at the bottom, the brown stuff. It's this year's second year, and it too has decided to throw up some embryo figs. That's pretty interesting. And the same with this other one, the same plant, same year cutting. Little figlets. Again, at some point I probably will be better chopping the head off them. When they reach the height I want them to get, I'll just nip the point, and that will be the main stem, which will stay. Here's some grape grafts, well, a variety of cuttings and some grafts as well. This one, if you look at the video, I did a few, I showed you how I did these. It was an Italian variety, wine grape onto black Hamburg rootstock, which you can see at the bottom, and the top growth. It's taken off this year. Same as this other one here. Very same time, Italian wine grape onto black Hamburg rootstock. And these are all a combination of the Italian wine grape. Some are cuttings, some are grafted onto black Hamburg. And they're all surviving. Something new I'm trying here. Found some seeds in a thought plant. These called cucamelons. Apparently they look like a watermelon, the size of an olive, but they're cucumbers. And apparently easy to grow. Well, these ones seem to be doing really well. Slow start. Now they're going out of control. It's little sticks I've got here. They've outgrown them, so I'm going to have to be looking at taking them out of these pots and putting them in the ground somewhere. But curious to see how they get on. Funny looking thing. Here's another one of those cuttings from the Italian variety fig. And again, this has decided to throw up an embryo fig. Tiny, they're in pots. But if you'll be growing figs in a freezing cold country like Scotland, you're better off putting them in pots, even in a greenhouse. And that way, instead of wasting its time growing 20-30 feet of growth, it will keep small and concentrate on figs. That's the plan anyway. The only time you watch those videos where people tell you to be patient with fig cuttings, I was ready to throw most of these away. But we're now away to come into June, and quite a few of them are can't say they've rooted. I would say actually a few of them definitely have rooted. You're not going to get that much growth just on a bare bottom stem. So yeah, a lot of these have got roots. So if you've got figs, put them away, put them aside. If they're not coming up, just leave them. Don't dig them up, just leave them. Here we are. Wait to come into June, and suddenly from having half a dozen figs, I now might have 40 or 50 figs. Very happy looking. Again, this is a combination of brown turkey and Italian green figs. I'm very good at labelling, so these could be anything. And the grapes, which again I was ready to bin, I'm probably going to end up with 1, 2, 3, possibly a 4th. So 4 new plants when I was going to throw them away. These were rotten sticks when I took the cuttings. They were really dried up and I didn't expect any of them to come up. But I ended up getting 2, 3, 4 plants out of these. That's 2 or 3 more than I expected. So, polytunnel, vineyard for now. I'll be off, and hopefully it won't be 3 weeks before I come back, because these are doing well. I'll see you all later. Bye now.